Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Antony. In today's video, I want to talk to you about something that's really close to my heart, and that is designing when you get anxiety. Oh my god. Anxiety can hit at the weirdest of times, and you don't know when it's going to strike, you don't know how you're going to feel, and I do suffer with anxiety, and it's really difficult. I think for me, what I want to do is just chat to you a little bit and tell you about how I get over my anxiety when I'm designing and when I'm in the design process, so it can help you guys out there to know what to do when anxiety hits in the middle of designing. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help my channel to grow. Please also leave a comment down below. I want to chat to you guys and try and build up a bit of a fashion community where we all get together and have a bit of a chat, so go and comment. Okay, let's just get right into it. I'm just going to start it off by telling you about my experience with anxiety. Sometimes in fashion it's really stressful, and I know a lot of people are saying, it's just clothes, it doesn't matter, you're not a doctor, you're not saving lives. But when a deadline's there and you're designing for a multi-million-dollar company and you can't up, then yes, anxiety is gonna hit. And anxiety usually hits me when I've got almost too much time to think. If I'm really busy and I've got a list of things that I need to get done, usually I attack that list and go through it one by one, and it stops me from overthinking, and it stops me from actually stressing about the things that I've got to stress about, because I've just literally got to get it done. I like to be busy, I like to be doing stuff, and the moment that work starts to dial down a bit is the moment I start getting in my head, and is the moment that really anxiety will attack me. And I'm like, oh god, anxiety, just go away. I also get anxious right before deadlines. Say if I've got to go into a massive presentation with directors, or I've got to submit a piece of work. And also if I've got to do something new that I've never done before, yes, I get anxious then as well. So there's all of these different scenarios that I get anxious in. Now for me, anxiety can flare up in a number of different ways. The first one being is a really tight chest. And oh my god, it's so painful, and I almost get a bit of heartburn as well, and a bit of acid reflux, and I can feel something coming up here. I get a pit in my stomach, and my mind starts playing tricks on me, and it's like, you can't do this, and I get this imposter syndrome, and it's all just everywhere, and I'm like, I can't deal with it. And sometimes I feel like I just want to bury myself in a shell. But life happens and you just need to get on with it. I know it's hard to say that, and I know as an anxious person it's really difficult for someone else to say, just get on with it. But honestly, coming from one anxious person to another, if you suffer with anxiety, yeah, you do have to just crack on, make a list, and just get going. Because if you sit around and think about things too much, it will get on top of you. If you just do little steps forward, little bits here, little bits there, little bits over there, then eventually all of these little bits will become one big thing, and it'll be an achievement on something that you might not have done if you were there sitting and stressing about it. When anxiety hits, really it is all in our heads. The emotions that you're feeling, the acid reflux, the tight chest, is all manifested within our own bodies. There's no external forces forcing your body to feel like that. It's all in your head, and it's making your body feel that way. So as hard as it is, you have to calm yourself down and say, okay, no one except myself is putting this anxiety and pressure on me, so I need to get out of this mindset. And it's easier said than done, and it takes a lot of practice, and it takes a lot of different tricks to get you out of that zone. Know that you've got the power to change how you're feeling. So yes, it's difficult. So I need to think it's all in my head, and I have the power to change it. And not everyone feels anxiety in the same way. My anxiety isn't necessarily crippling or debilitating or anything like that, because I've learned ways to work around my anxiety. So let's get into talking about what my tips are about when you're a designer and you get anxious. Now, if you are new to design, I am sure you are feeling very anxious. You've just gone into a new job. You don't know about day-to-day life as a designer, and you've got to find your place within the company. So yes, you'll be feeling anxious. And the way I cope with anxiety and stopping myself from feeling them kind of emotions is, first of all, stop drinking tea, coffee, cola, or any drink that is caffeinated, because that raises your heart rate and makes you feel more anxious. It gives you more energy, yes, but that energy could turn into anxious energy, and it is the worst when you've got not much to do and you don't really know what to do, but you've got all this energy and you're like bursting to do something, but you're not sure what to do, and it just builds up and makes you feel that overwhelming pressure to do something and that pain in your chest. Yeah, anyway, so when you're feeling anxious, the one thing I would say is to avoid, like the plague, is tea, coffee, or any caffeinated drinks. Another thing to do is to take a break. Step away from your desk, step away from what you are working on. If you are anxious, you need to remove yourself from that situation relatively quickly because you need to put yourself in a better headspace. So take a break, go and make a chamomile tea or a peppermint tea or something like that. Walk away, take 5 minutes, go to the kitchen, or even go and get some fresh air. Honestly, 5 minutes away from your desk or the current project that you're working on can do wonders. Sometimes if you're in your head and you're not sure if you can do it, just stepping away and taking a 5-minute breather can honestly make you more productive and make you better at coming up with solutions for the problem that's in front of you. Another thing that I try and do is forced positivity. Now I know this sounds really weird. You should be positive about the job that you're in, and you should be positive about the environment that you're in and all of that kind of stuff. But sometimes it gets you down, and sometimes you get that imposter syndrome. And for me, I don't get that so much anymore, but I did used to get that quite a lot when I was starting my career. Sometimes just having a few positive reinforcements really help switch your mind and make it the right framing for you. If you're tasked with this design that you don't think you can do, they wouldn't have hired you if they didn't think you could do it. So just keep repeating that. I can do this. They believe in me. I should believe in myself. Just positive things like that will really help you progress and really help you go forward and really help you get out of that anxious space. Sometimes it's nice to have a few different mantras as well, like I am a good designer, I'm really good at my job, I am confident, I am capable, and I am, what's another C? I don't know. I am caring, there you go. You can have these mantras, set it in place for yourself, so anytime you're feeling anxious, just repeat them to yourself. It'll calm you down and put you in the right frame of mind. It's kind of like having that positive mental attitude again, but also with a framework so you can actually repeat things to yourself and make yourself feel a lot better. Another thing to do is talk to your friends. If you've got other friends that are at different companies in design positions or buying positions or anything like that, chat to them. Majority of the time they're going through similar things as you. They're probably feeling just as anxious. They're probably getting that imposter syndrome too. Talk to your colleagues. If you're feeling a bit anxious and you're not sure how to approach something or do something, there's no shame in going to one of your senior designers or anyone like that and saying, I'm not sure how to do this properly. Can you guide me for this first one? Or just say, hey, can you give me a bit of help on this thing? What do you think of these designs? What do you think of this fabric choice? What do you think of this silhouette? Blah, 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 blah. You can ask people for help. You can ask people for advice, and you can ask people for their opinion. And it doesn't mean that you're less than a designer. In actual fact, to ask people opinions and go around and just talk to people about what you're doing and all of that sort of stuff will reinforce you and make you feel like you're doing the right things. Of course, people are going to say, I'm not sure about that fabric. Not sure about that shape. Not sure about this, that, and all the other stuff. But that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But say if you ask 3 or 4 people, what do you think of this fabric? And one of them says they're not sure about it, but everyone else likes it. Generally, you're onto a winner. So go and chat to people. Chat to people about how you're feeling, chat to people about what you're doing, chat to people and get advice and help and all of that sort of stuff, because it really does make you a better designer. It makes you seem a lot more approachable and talkative and relatable and empathic and all of that sort of stuff. And all them kind of qualities are really good when you're in a new job. You want people to like you, you want people to talk to you, you want to have a good rapport with your senior designers and your design manager and all of that sort of stuff. And honestly, asking questions, asking advice, asking help really helps build them lines of communication and reduces your stress and anxiety, because if you're not sure about doing something and you share it with your manager, they can help guide you through the process for the first time, and the next time you come to it, easy peasy, you can do it no problem. Okay everyone, so that's it for this video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to click that beautiful red subscribe button down below. Please leave a comment. Did you like this video? Do you want to see more videos like this or not like this? And please also check out my Etsy shop where you can buy cards and vectors to help support you in your everyday design life. And it really helps to support this channel. Alright, okay, thanks for watching. Alright, bye. Cha cha cha. Bye.